Ciao guys, welcome back. Today is all about olive oil. I've been getting many requests as I do day in, day out regarding olive oils. Chef, which ones are good, which ones are not good. So today we'll go in a little bit more in the depth. Okay, but let's start off with our varieties. What do we have in olive oils? We have the extra virgins. Okay, we also have the classico. Okay, then we have extra light, and then we have Pommes. Pommes, we'll come back to later. Let's talk about the varieties first. So extra virgins are, of course, cold pressed, the first press of the olives. So you want to get the juice out of those. So this is your first press, okay? Sometimes branding can be a bit complicated. They write here classico and then they write extra virgin. So which one is it? It's a classic extra virgin, I suppose, is what they're trying to come across as. So the points are, like I said before in my previous video, the bottle should be dark. So Bertolli emphasizes on the bottles. So dark. Natural, haven't really paid that much attention because you can see they're using light bottles for this, as well as this one as well. A little bit darker, but these are flavored oils as well. It's important that the bottle needs to be dark due to storage. You want to keep that olive oil as good as possible in your dark cupboard. So when we go to Classico and Extra Light, they do not need to be dark bottles. They can be lighter. No issue regarding the bottles for Classico and Extra Light. The extra virgins, the best for your salads and anything dips and cold things that you want to do. But in Italy, we do also cook for the extra virgin olive oil. Then, of course, when you want to do a little bit of higher heat, you use your Classico. So you can do shallow frying, cooking of fish and some meats, you can use your Classico and your Extra Light as well. So for Pommes, guys, you need to be very careful with this because it's the lowest grade of olive oils which you can purchase out there. It is being mixed with a chemical. Most of the time it's hexane. So they mix it in to extract as much as possible from the olives, and then the chemical is then removed again from the oil. But it's one of the lowest grades that you can purchase out there. Not highly recommended. Unless you really just want to do deep frying with it, then it's fine. Yeah, not going to, it lacks flavor. It doesn't have any real goodness to it, okay? So that's about Pommes. The other thing that you want to look out, guys, for is for acidity levels. So acidity level should be anything lower than 0.8. Now, I've checked all of these bottles. Only one has less than 0.8. In fact, it's the best of the best, which is the Bertolli. It has 0.3. And it states it clearly at the front of the bottle. The rest of all of these olive oils, they don't even mention acidity levels, okay? So Bertolli highlights this right at the front so you can see it. So it's good. Next point, guys, is harvest date. Now, bottles should have the harvest date or when it's produced and the expiry date. Olive oils will spoil and they will go off and they can go rancid. So having those dates are very important. Now, I've checked all of these and one has the actual production date, harvest date, which is the Bertolli. On others, they have production date and I can see that their shelf life on some are very, very long. Now, on olive oil, 1.5 years max, really, from bottling, okay? Bertolli is bottled, this one is 2024 and it expires 2025. So it's just 1.5 years. In fact, first from January until July. I have this Natural, which is showing me has a 3-year shelf life. Do you honestly think extra virgin can sit on the shelf for 3 years? I'll leave that one for you to ponder, okay? I know from my experience that olive oil don't last that long, okay? Especially when you're in a humid, hot country like Singapore. The shelf life is going to be much shorter than that. So you need to look out for these dates as well because they're very, very particular, especially when you're talking about extra virgin olive oil because you're paying a premium for that oil and you want it to maintain its best form for you to finish that oil. So when you have something that's showing me a 3-year shelf life, it's something which is questionable, okay? Origins, where the olive oils come from. The top two in the world is obviously Italy and Spain. Obviously, there are more. There's Greece, produces in Turkey, in other parts of the world as well. but the top two is Italy and Spain. And then moreover, you're looking for the brands. So a reputable brand, I know Bertolli, Filippo Berio, I've said that to you before. These are actually the top two in producers and worldwide. In terms of volume, Bertolli is number one, Filippo Berio is number two. So I want to highlight these because they are the biggest producers and they have the highest of standards of producing the olive oils. So guys, I hope that you learned something today, and there'll be more in depth about olive oils. I'll be producing more videos regarding this, and I actually want to do some more about myths about olive oils, breaking those myths regarding different things about olive oils. That is coming out very, very soon. And what is the goodness of extra virgin olive oil? Well, in the Mediterranean diet, extra virgin olive oil, I've been using it since I basically was born. It's probably one of the first things I ever ate. So olive oil has the highest monounsaturated fats, which is very, very good for your heart. And in the Mediterranean diet, we have the lowest death rates for heart disease, heart attacks, and the highest number of people over 100 years old. So guys, Mediterranean diet is good. It's very, very good. So get your extra virgin olive oil and get the best one for you guys, okay? Stay healthy.